Early voting opened up today in Indiana, where I live, for the 2016 presidential election. And it got me thinking about all the years that I've been voting and participating in the elections and the process that we have here in the United States. I've seen a lot of changes in my time. A lot of presidents have come and gone, and a lot of congressmen and senators, people that's held different offices that have different points of view. And I've watched a lot of election processes and the mudslinging and the hate and discontent amongst people over candidates. And probably some of it with good cause, because my goodness gracious, some of the things that these candidates have sit and lied about, told us that they was going to do this, they was going to do that. They get into office and they did anything but what they told us they was going to do. And I've heard a lot of people say a lot of things about, they was going to vote for this one and this was the only way to go. And other people say, well, I'm not going to vote. And I'll tell you, it's your right whether or not you want to vote. It kind of breaks my heart, though, if you're not going to vote, because we have so few rights left to us in the United States. We're supposed to have a whole bunch of them according to the Constitution, but the government keeps taking our rights away from us a little bit at a time, and signing them away and giving them away and selling them away and selling our land and taking our land and fighting us tooth and nail over things that we're supposed to have rights to. I remember growing up and my dad telling me this is the greatest nation in the world. And slowly we have sunk and sunk and sunk till we're no longer the greatest nation in the world. A lot of that is due to our elected officials, but an awful lot of it rests on our shoulders, because we're supposed to be the ones that elected them into office. We're supposed to be the ones that hold them accountable. We're supposed to be the ones that don't allow all the illegal things that these people that we put in office have done to us. That's what our Constitution is supposed to be about. So I sure hope that people take advantage of this right that they have to go out and vote. I don't know. I don't hold all the answers to anything, and I don't know if it does any good or not, because we've heard about all the voter fraud that's already transpired here in 2016. And I know there's got to be tons and tons of it yet that we haven't discovered and probably will not be privy to. But while we still have the right to do things, I hope you take advantage of those rights and do the things that you're supposed to do. Whether or not it makes any difference, well, hey, we got to stand up for what we have left, or we're going to lose all that too. The difference begins with you. So get out there and vote. And check on these people before you go cast your ballot too. Make sure that they are going to represent your best interests, or at least they tell you they're going to. And if they don't represent them, if they do get in office, hold them accountable. Tell them, hey, you told me that you weren't going to vote for this or that, or you told me you were going to vote for this or that, and you didn't do it. Why not? I want to know why not. And if they don't answer you in a manner to which you think that they should, you need to let that be known. Hey, this person told me that if I voted for them that they was going to do this or that, and then they get in there and they didn't do it. Write editorials. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Put up posters. Pass out flyers. I mean, let people know. Don't let them get by with all this foolishness. That is why we are in the position that we're in now. We've let them get by with too much, and we're going to have to start holding these people accountable. Right now, we still have the internet is a good trafficker for getting information out to people. Lord have mercy, there's all kinds of social networks and YouTube and everything in the world where we can get the word out while we still have a chance to get the word out. And if you're dissatisfied with something somebody's doing, you need to get the word out on it. Don't sit there idly by. Like my mom used to say, sit on your fist reared back on your thumb and let it go on. Don't do that. Get up off your collectives and let people know where you stand on issues and why you stand on issues, and have an open enough mind to listen to other people's points of view, even if they disagree with yours, because yours might not necessarily be right. Not everything is black or white. Sometimes there's a little gray area in there that needs to be considered. You need to think about these things. You're given one mouth and two ears. Use your ears twice as much as you use your mouth. But if you're crossed, if you're told one thing and see somebody doing something different, speak up about it and let it be known. But for crying out loud, don't sit there and not vote. Use your rights.